Do you consider yourself a rocker with country and pop influences? Do you have a crippling peach Snapple addiction? Have you ever been compared to Jimmy Page, Chris Novoselic, or Bob Dylan? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then you're probably today's guests. That's right, we've got Better Humans in the studio on today's...
Maybe someone shot your parents, ran over your pet, and you spend your hours crying, just trying to forget. If your best friend moved to college, your lover ran away with someone much better looking and a whole lot better paid. Oh, but we'll be your friends. We'll be your friends.
Hello and welcome to the very first episode of the second season of We'll Be Your Friends, the official podcast of gorillas and chimpanzees everywhere. My name is Taylor. To my left, as always, John. How you doing this week? What's going on?
Pretty good, man. Lots of gorilla and chimpanzees are like our only fan base. I realized. I went online.
Yeah, that's it.
It's just a bunch of monkeys.
All of
and
our Patreon
chimpanzees
funds are
and-
coming in bananas. It's very odd.
I like
Delicious.
delicious,
but odd.
So much banana bread. But yeah, we're doing good. I'm excited about this season 2.
Season 2, can you believe it? We made it to season 2. I hope everyone's listened to season 1. We gave you ample amount of time.
Yeah.
Speaking of time, I don't want to waste any more. Let's get into this week's beer segment
Wow.
so we can get into this week's guest. John, what are we drinking this week?
We're drinking Hams. Hams is just a classic American adjunct lager. I love that sound.
Soundbite.
That was harmonious. I love that.
Use that for a ringtone.
But I chose this beer because I know our guest today, the Better Humans, actually have some kind of love for it, or there's some kind of story behind it. There's a
It's
lot
definitely beer.
Every time I mention, they all get this weird look on their face, like they all
Their
have
eyes
some
light
kind
up.
of
Yeah.
uniqueness.
So let's toss it
I
over to
wanted
the
to hear
boys
it.
now.
Yeah.
We got Better Humans. Why don't you introduce yourself round robin style? Tell us about the beer.
I guess I'll start. I'm Dylan Wilson.
I am George Brooks.
Nick Fosses.
All right, so you guys are Better Humans.
Wow.
Better humans.
Leonard
humans.
Skinner. What?
Leonard Skinner.
Skinner Humans.
So, what do you guys think of this week's beer? We got some hams on tap. It's for your, or in a can rather.
Apropos. Good choice.
Surprised it's not on
It,
top.
it came out of a tap.
It came out of a tap.
From the land of sky blue waters.
Yeah, it's
The land of pines, lofty balsams.
It's
the beer refreshing.
It's the beer refreshing. That's the yeah.
You guys all love the beer. We know you love it.
Yeah.
You even have a song about it. Is that right?
We do have a song about it.
True,
Yeah.
yes.
It's,
So, what is it about the beer that made you guys want to write a song about it? An entire 2 to 3 minutes of your life devoted to this.
Use
It's
it, compose
all
everything.
Dylan. That's Dylan's song.
Well, you know,
You look.
there's beer in life, and no, I grew up. My dad just always telling me like really funny commercials that he grew up with, and just learned all these jingles and shit. And he, as a kid, used to watch the Hams beer commercials, and they have this bear that dances around. And there's a whole song that's got this sort of Aboriginal drum beat underneath it, and this
sounds
whole
awesome.
thing. It's great, and it's a great cartoon. And the character they had was like I don't know the best beer mascot that ever was, or the only. Beer
I'm
mascot.
unfamiliar. What was the beer
Yeah, I'm
mascot?
mad I don't
He's a
know.
He's a bear. He's the Hams bear.
The Hams bear?
Black and white bear rolling on
And
a log.
Like a panda bear, black and white, or
Well, he's like a black
a
bear,
bear.
but
He's like a
he's
black
colored. Yeah, I don't. It's you gotta see
His
it.
belly is white.
oh, so he's got like teddy bear pattern.
Yeah.
almost.
Yes, he's like
Okay.
teddy bear pattern, just I don't know, 50s cartoon.
50s.
But
a bear
and
cartoon.
actually, I had somebody tell me that the character was actually, even though the beer is from the Midwest, that the character was designed here in Portland, which was kind of cool
okay.
to hear. Random fact,
Yeah.
but
Which is where you guys are based out of, and
it
us
is
too.
Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. But my dad used to force his dad to buy Hams when he'd go to buy beer because he's like, the fucking bear, you gotta like buy the bear
bear.
buy the bear beer, buy the bear beer.
Your dad was from Chicago.
Well, my dad's dad was from Chicago.
Oh, okay, so that was a real accent
so-
right there.
yeah.
It was accurate.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So, but at the at the end of the day, I was just I don't know, like writing songs, and it was before we started the group actually. When I think I wrote this song, I was pretty much just kind of like having one of those shitty kind of depressed days fighting with the significant other and family members.
We've
and
all been
shit.
there.
Yeah, middle school's
I
hard.
mean, it's yeah, exactly. You know, kindergarten was the worst, and so I was hanging out.
Especially the fourth time around.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yeah. So when I was 7 and going through kindergarten again, and just like decided to go on the front porch and chain smoke some cigarettes and pound some hams, and just kind of decided to write a lyric
Song about
about
hams.
yeah, my grandpa used to drink hams, and just ended up like, I don't know, half an hour later, like I've got a whole fucking really angry song about beer that
About beer.
that I didn't even knew existed still at that point. Like I hadn't ever or I guess I just found it and was like, oh, this is actually a thing still, and it was cheap, and I was broke and was, you know.
Yeah, well,
Just-
hey, yeah, it only cost us $5 for a 6-pack.
Yeah,
of
I said that
Tall
as a
Boys, so-
joke, and it was for a pounder.
He's like, oh, I bet it's $5. Yeah.
It's a good deal.
It's got a cool, like, corn
It's a good
sweetness.
go-to.
Yeah, it's you know.
It's very
good.
mazy.
Let's raise a glass then, or a can, to your dad and this song
And that bear.
and that bear.
fucking bear.
Fucking bear.
Take it away, guys.
Cheers.
This is Better Humans with Hams.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, the visitation for things is bigger than stress for reasons I can't explain. While I take y'all turn to smoking libations and cutting against the grain. Oh, I feel weak in the knees and my disease. So I tell myself I'm getting better. My little looks like sleeping, the love can be deceiving. I guess it's just better later. 1, 2, 3, and I'm throwing back hands, 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 just like Grandpa used to drink. Sure to make me feel good, but it doesn't help me think, and I don't give a damn, damn, damn. Well, like no more, oh, and it seems like anywhere I'd end up, somebody been there before, been there before. Where the conversations seem to blend together like the weeks and months or years. And I can't give me one long time, ain't just about to bring me to tears. Oh, I guess I'm a little jealous, so don't know what in a fool I cannot say. And the tomorrow is coming, and I'ma keep on running and wishing it was yesterday. 1, 2, 3, come on, give me some hands, 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 just like Grandpa used to drink. Sure to make me feel good, but it doesn't help me think. And I'm down, 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 and how love is bad. So I know it looks like I'm gonna, but I don't think I'm gonna learn. Where the conversations seem to blend together like the weeks and months and years. And I can't everyone all the time, babe. It's just about bringing the deals. Oh, 'cause I'm a little jealous and don't know what in a fool I cannot say. And the tomorrow is coming, and I keep running and wishing it was yesterday. 1, 2, 3, come on, give me some hands, 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 just like Grandpa used to drink. Sure to make me feel good,
somebody's been there before. Come on, give me some ham, sing, like Grandpa used to drink. Sure make me feel good, but it doesn't help me think. And I look time, knowing how it looks bad. So, and I know it looks like I'm gone, but I don't think I'm gonna last.
Excellent. Guys, thank you so much.
Jams.
So why don't we get into the nitty gritty, the meat and potatoes, what everyone is really here for. Where did you guys meet? Where did Better Humans finally cross paths?
Yeah.
We're all working on the same street corner, and
No, all our
almost stopped for
girlfriends
you guys.
wanted us to play music together, so we
Believe it or not,
made a band.
So it started. Jenny, my lady, has been friends with Dylan for quite a while at
Yeah.
this point, quite a long time.
over a decade. at
When
least
we
at
got
this point.
together,
Oh, wow.
she thought that we would get along really well. So she was like,
Obviously,
hey.
she was wrong.
Yeah, right.
Fuck the whole thing.
Dead wrong.
This fucking guy.
Big mistake.
But we started playing some songs together. Eventually, we got enough songs that we needed some more people than just the two of us. Then
So it was you two to begin with.
So
Dylan and George
it was
first.
he and I, like, we were both, I mean, Jenny was kind of trying to get George out of the house, as it were.
Okay.
I like how your
um,
version's way different. Actually, she was just trying to get him out of the
she was
house.
just
That's
like,
the
he's
whole
like, he's
reason.
just fucking,
Yeah.
he's just,
I need you to do something with George.
He's all he wants
He's
to do
killing
is
me.
like is fucking play video games, and like I need to give him a hobby outside of this.
that's
So-
Send up a little play date.
So he was like, yeah, definitely had a
the
little play
boys.
date, and
Was it awkward the first time you guys met? Was it like an initial like, oh, we're only here because our girlfriends, or was it right off the bat you were like, oh, this is a pretty rad dude. I'm
Yeah,
glad we got to meet each
It was
other.
pretty much right off the bat, especially
away.
because we'd had a couple, I guess, sort of miniature hangs where they just like swung by my shop and like, we bullshit for like a little bit, and he and I had started like, oh yeah, we kind of, like he said, listened to a lot of the same music. We also kind of discovered that we were in the exact same band in in middle school, except
what?
3,000 miles away.
Okay,
Like,
so
what-
talk about that for a second.
That's really
You can't just brush over that. You say
We
it so
were-
casually.
Fate. Brought them
both
together.
bands we were in played the exact same cover
Covers.
songs.
So it was
Like-
only cover songs. It just happened to be
Yeah,
the same.
we were
Yeah,
just
we
like
in,
what
like,
songs were you
we
guys
were just
playing?
in cover bands. Like I
mean-
think one of the first songs we played together was like "Killing in the Name of,"
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, we were playing Rage Against the Machine,
some like Nirvana, stuff.
shit,
There's-
just punk over the
yeah,
time,
you know,
kind
stuff
Well.
that you think is really cool when you're in like middle and high school.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
anyone who
Cool
played
anymore.
guitar
Yeah, not
our
that I'm
age
saying it's
at
bad,
that
but,
time.
like-
So like
probably
your
played these
Wonderwalls, your
We were, I was,
Time of Your
I
Lives.
wasn't, we weren't quite doing the Wonderwalls.
no.
We were like, I don't know, we considered ourselves like,
A little higher.
we're going to be
a little higher brow than a
a
Wonderwall.
little higher
for
brow,
sure.
or at least,
Okay.
we kind of, we just kind of like make a lot of noise, not just like try and, get to first base with middle school girls, because that's like about as far.
Because that's what it's all about.
That's,
Getting
you
to
know,
first base
Play,
in middle
playing
school.
in a band, so you're like, I'm in a band.
Yeah. Well, that, of course. I mean, I was in a band for the same reason. It didn't pan out for me in any way. But of
But
course,
you do have a microphone in your face right now, so
That's
It's
true.
got you, somewhere.
I do like a mic in my face, so I'm all about it. I think
It's
the
definitely a
shape.
comforting feeling. I'm used to having a large black member.
Exactly. I
around
think
my
that
face.
it's. I think
so.
it's comes down to hue, size, and proximity to my mouth.
Girth is important.
Girth is
Girth is
important.
also important.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because my joke for people was always, it might be short, but it's thin.
So you guys are playing for a few years, couple of months. How long was it?
I guess.
couple months, a few months.
About like 6 to 8 months.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Really that long?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
were playing for a
time
while.
flies. Apparently,
Time does
So
fly.
I've
We
heard.
did have another kind of member. I mean,
Steve.
Steve.
Dude, he's gonna hear this and he's gonna
That guy
be like,
Steve is a cunt.
Yeah, well, it's no. I guess
didn't wanna drop the
let's,
name.
let's
talk about the forgotten
I'm gonna
humans
say
for a second.
roll that off as just like it definitely wasn't the fit for what we were doing,
No,
but
say
it was
what,
also
dude,
it was
shit
also
happens.
kind of we were sort of at like warm body mentality,
Yeah.
kind of like it's just someone else to play music with because we got a bass player and a guitar player and he like sings a little bit and played some harmonica and like some other stuff and had ideas and was definitely like
You're
gung
just
ho.
jamming with your clams out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just,
for sure.
You know,
It was someone who was willing to play some music with us
and show
it's-
up on a regular
yeah.
basis. So we weren't
So
Yeah.
then in comes
Then
Nick.
I showed up and
Then, yeah, I guess-
and then we got serious.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Yeah,
Because we're so
that's exactly what happens.
serious.
We're so fucking serious.
so goddamn
no,
I don't think I've ever met a band more serious than you guys.
yeah, no, we.
No, it's the same thing. Like
Same
yeah,
thing was pretty much
girlfriends were like, you know,
my
go play.
Yeah,
like
my wife.
we had been aware of each other for
Yeah, my wife and his girlfriend had
A
been like
year or
friends
more
for
or
a
something.
while, and they introduced us at some like party of the place they both worked, like kind of thing, and we were just their plus ones, if you will.
Uh-huh.
And we were both like, they're like, you guys play music, like hang out, and we're both just kind of like awkward, like, yeah, we don't know anyone else here, so what kind of amp do you use? What kind of bands do you listen to? And like I was definitely like, you know, in my mind, I'm like, based off of everything he's telling me, he's like a way better guitar player than I am. So like, I don't know.
And it's true.
And it's true. You know. So like,
to
I
this day.
didn't want to, you know, go down the road of. I just want to. I don't want to be the total piece of shit in the band, but but I am. And
Well,
so
no,
it's
that's
good.
the bass player's job, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Oh,
Well, you know, I was trying to glaze over that, but all right. It was just put cards on the table. Yes. That's,
it's just a dignified roadie.
but yeah, exactly.
No, I
It's
kid,
on
I
for the
kid.
ride,
Actually, if it weren't for George, I wouldn't know you guys. So,
Well,
Yeah.
exactly.
you know,
No,
that's
it's-
our
it's the
networking
community
right there.
thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, then eventually I guess we had some kind of double date with our ladies, and they were kind of just like, okay, so you guys really should play music together. And I remember like Nick went to the bathroom or something, and his girlfriend was just like,
ask him out.
Was like, ask him out. Just ask him out.
do it.
Give him
him
your
your jacket.
number. Yeah. And so.
One of the balls.
And so, you know, I was like, yeah, well, you know,
Are you gonna pin him?
I was like, you know, this buddy George and I, we touch tips every Tuesday, and you know, you should come.
All about titch tupping.
I'm
Ditch
all about
ditch
touching-
stuffing.
I'm all about
Touch
touch
man.
tipping Tuesday.
Sorry, I guess that's an old in joke.
Yeah.
Tip
Only
tuck.
the-
I'm sorry, I'm out of that one.
that's a deep cut
It
for
did
We'll Be
start
Your
by
Friends
someone
fans.
saying
We-
tip touching once.
Yeah.
So we used to say let's touch tips when we said goodbye. We would touch each other's fingertips and say touch tips.
Yeah, it's
but then
super
someone
hetero.
said titch tups, and it's just always been titch
That's-
tupping.
yeah, no,
so.
it's- I appreciate that.
Tuesday.
And now it's not
gonna be a
funnier
thing.
through explanation.
Yeah.
But you know,
It's
sure.
It's worse now.
It's
I'm
worse.
embarrassed.
It's yeah,
Maybe
super
the
bad.
That horse is
listeners
dead.
will-
It's
But,
mad.
They're signaling us to leave. We have to go.
all right, let's back it up.
It's been a great episode. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks for having us.
We're gonna just leave all this equipment for you guys. We don't deserve it.
We are trying to make a record, so I guess it might help. But
So you guys, let's talk about that. You're trying to make a record. Have you guys been in the studio, or I guess a better question would be how much material are you guys working on? What do you got going on? You know,
I mean, we have about like classic, you know, 40
Definitely a
plus
record.
minute, you know,
Worth of
albums
material,
so how long have you
yeah.
guys actually been playing together? I guess that's a better question.
Almost
you
2
know?
years.
I mean, yeah, at least 2 years. I want to say at this point.
at least.
Yeah,
I think maybe.
because we've had 2 winners together as having the group.
Yeah, I remember last New Year, and
You
then
guys measure by winter.
We measured by
Yes,
winter.
Many moons.
Many moons.
Much
We-
like
many
the
moons have
Vikings.
passed.
Many winters ago.
we measured by what is it? The Alberta Street Fair thing, the last Thursday. Because
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
like last year, last Thursday happened, and like, well, the bar was closed
The
because
bar
last
was
Thursday,
closed,
and we
yeah.
were like, oh wow, we've been together for a year, and then
Oh.
yeah,
Yes, so I guess maybe the spring it'll be 2 years of the whole thing, which seems fucking short. It just seems like it's been a goddamn decade, but
Yeah,
um,
I'm sure it does to you guys.
we're definitely I mean we fucking
12 hours a week will do that.
Yeah,
So-
it always feels like too long.
12
to be
hours a
here,
week.
so-
Yeah.
That's how often you guys practice.
we're pretty yeah,
more or less.
more or less
Yeah.
I mean depending, but you know at this point we're all totally sick of each other. We've broken
Yeah.
up like 30 times. It's
We've
been
gone
you know
through like 12 different eras of Better Humans at this point.
So this is like version 12 or 13?
13.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that one up to George. I haven't been paying like that much attention to the whole thing.
He's got the software
But,
updates on deck.
Yeah, he's got all the version
Version
updates. Yeah. All right. So why don't we use that awkward transition to segue into your guys' next song? What do you guys got on deck for us?
That's a good question.
Yeah, let's do Lighter Than the Air.
Lighter
Okay,
than the air.
cool.
This is an
So-
original by Nick Fosis.
So you wrote this then. Why don't you tell us a little bit about it before we jump into it?
Oh gosh, I wrote it kind of just as like a sweet, like romantic kind of like occulty, witchy sort of thing.
Culty, witchy, romantic, lovey.
Yeah, I don't
Love it
know.
already.
Okay.
So let's just say Fleetwood Mac.
Just yeah, I guess
Yeah,
Fleetwood
that's
Mac.
the best.
I don't know. I mean, as far as that, yeah.
He's like, damn it. Okay.
All right. So take it away with Fleetwood Mac. All right, excellent, guys. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. It's been so great. We're doing really well here, I think.
Yeah, this is
I think
fun.
we're tracking right along. It's a great opening to season 2. I really appreciate that you guys are out here.
Oh, thank you.
No, we appreciate the opportunity to be a part of the.
You should.
We do. Don't sass me, woman.
Thanks.
I'll sass who I want.
Thanks to all
I'm
listeners,
driving the car
too,
here.
All those monkeys and gorillas. I want to thank them.
Yeah, and we also want to thank all the monkeys and gorillas
Thanks
out
to the
there.
Portland Zoo for all our listeners.
Yeah, they're definitely a huge influence on our image as a band. That's for sure.
Yeah, that's why I chose the motif of gorilla and chimpanzee for you guys, because
Wait, so that was a
Oh, this
joke? You're
isn't
not
an
getting
every
paid in
week
bananas?
thing?
no. Well, we do get paid in bananas,
Yeah.
but
Not by
Okay.
monkeys.
I only mentioned it because we're talking to you guys. I usually don't like to be so humble. Well, I'm more humble about it, is what I mean. I
Shout
don't
out
like
to
to
Dole.
brag too much
Yeah.
about that.
Oh.
Yeah, shout out to Dole.
Bob Dole?
Them Chiquitas. Yeah, Bob Dole is what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
we're a Chiquita
Does
household.
anybody
What are you
remember
talking
Bob
about?
Dole? Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about Better Humans. The name, where does it come from?
Yeah, I've
Because
always been
it's
curious.
it's such a great name, but it's also like simple. It's just and
It's-
it's
I
perfect in its simplicity. It rolls off the tongue. It makes a lot of sense. But where do you come up with
think
something
that's
like
what
that?
we were going
I
for.
believe it is derived from the Latin incontinentus
Oh, there we
buttocks, but it is some. I guess I don't know. Probably at the same bar that Nikki and I were forced to.
Yeah, we had a
to-
ton of
to date
joke
each other.
names.
Yeah, we've.
What are some names that could have been?
I
Run us
wanted
through
to
a
be
list.
Cockney Spice. There's Posh Spice in the Spice Girls. I wanted to be. I wanted to be Cockney Spice, the sixth Spice Girl,
The sixth Spice Girl that never actually made it. So
or
she started a
the
band with-
legendary underground British punk band Buckingham Malice.
So that would have been the whole name.
Yeah,
Like
Yeah,
it-
that whole thing.
that whole thing.
yeah.
The whole
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
So it's like tonight playing is.
Yeah,
whatever you
Marquis
just
were gonna
said.
fucking hate us.
Be
Is
one-
basically
it
what
could
we're
be an
going
acronym,
for.
just
You know.
like a nice long,
Yeah.
awkward acronym.
I was a fan of Captain Carl and the Super Saiyans, personally.
See, you know what? I think you should change it to that because it's infinitely better than Better Human.
It is, you know, the biggest. I'm gonna leave that one in there.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was nice.
The only thing I can really say for the band name at this point is that like we've definitely got a lot of really good feedback on it, and it was definitely something that we were pretty much like had some gigs booked, and that guy was asking me like, "What are we supposed to put your name on the marquee as?" And we like ran through a whole bunch of shit, and I don't remember if George was there or not, but at least Nick and I were at this bar like running through, like trying to cut it down to like, okay, what's gonna be serious,
What are the
kind of
best?
concise, like somewhat androgynous as
classic,
far as like
like-
you know, yeah, like what would you see on a marquee and just be like, oh, it could be, you know, fucking this, you know, some band you love and, you know, whatever. And I had just come up with the Better Humans thing, and actually his girlfriend was like, that's the fucking one. And I was like, okay, as far as our like test audience goes, that's one for that. Everything else that like both of our girls are just like
Positive so far, okay.
So yeah, so I mean, yeah,
feedback we've ever
we have to give a lot of the ladies some love for, you know, kind of definitely like setting a bar for us and also like forcing us to be together.
What do they say? Behind every strong man is an even stronger woman.
Giving him a dirty look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mhm.
But
Yeah,
no,
swinging a
it's-
chain.
Let's thank those
but,
women for getting you guys together.
Yeah, no,
Are you
they-
all still together with said ladies?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
are.
yeah. Yep.
As a
That's
matter of
fantastic.
fact. Yeah. They
I'm glad
haven't
to hear
kicked
it.
No
us
idea how
out
all
yet.
that worked out.
I mean, at least not for, you know, in any permanent
because they're
sense.
still holding out to make sure you guys make money.
Well, that's what they're hoping for. Is they're
Yeah.
like, we see they've
They're all
got
just
something,
grooming.
and like as
This is
soon
like
as
a super
as soon as those
long,
checks
like-
roll in, like
Yeah.
we're going. We're just
Ocean's
gonna
11
fucking-
type shit.
Oh yeah, no, it's
They're
the
like,
long
we gotta
con.
find three
This is
musicians,
some fucking
get
Jim
'em
Rockford
together.
long con fucking shit, and yeah, we're
Tell them we'll
definitely-
take care of the paperwork. It'll all go into our Swiss bank accounts, and we're out.
Yeah, that's, you know, and you know, if that's what happens, you know, we at least know that it's like, okay, we're good enough to do that. So
Yeah, you
we'll
wrote
get,
a couple
we'll
of
get rid of them and then
bitchin'
make another
tunes.
record, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, if they do that,
Plan B.
if not, you know, it's like then
Yeah.
there's still people who like want to hang out with us at the end of the day, besides each other, and
If that.
if that. But I guess yeah, the name ultimately back to the original question because we seem to go off on a fucking tangent.
No, this is
here.
great. This is great audio. Thank you.
The
We appreciate it.
once
want
again, I know I'm gonna be like the weirdest guy and just be like, oh, it's all my dad. But like once again, my fucking dad, like growing up, he had friends just like always kind of giving him shit like, why would you have fucking kids? Like the world's so fucking shitty. Why would you want to bring someone into the fucking world? And my dad was always like, the only way to like make the world better is to create better human beings, and
Oh.
it was just something I
like
grew up
that.
with as a phrase in my head or
Something
whatever the
so
hell.
deeply ingrained, and now you get to put something cool behind it.
And then or at least my short and thin penis, and I stand there and
Next to put that behind it.
Exactly.
at
Everyone
least I've got that going for me,
could
which
always
is nice.
put a short and thin
Alex
penis in a
probably
better
thinks that's a
human.
good thing.
It's
If there's
well,
one thing we could
we-
take
I
away
like
from
to
today's
think
podcast,
I
that-
can fit into anything. That's all I can say.
Our fans are the better humans. That we're just creating better humans.
okay, I like that through positive music.
Yeah, I
you
think
guys,
I think more as like as the band name sits, it's definitely a just sort of global thing. It's I mean, I've definitely had people be like,
something
"Well, that's a
everyone
little
can
pretentious,"
recognize.
being like, "You're better than everyone
That's
else."
what I actually didn't know if I wanted to bring that up, but I didn't want to come
Yeah,
off like that.
no,
I kind of
no.
got that, but it's weird because I'm like, these guys are the opposite, but I'm worried that people might think that. So I'm glad you told a real heartwarming story.
Yeah, no.
Like,
So I mean, like, yeah, that's where the
not
name
clearing
comes
your
from,
name.
and definitely like the idea too is just like, yeah, the idea behind it is just that, like, let's just
try
let's
to be
just be
better
better fucking people, and
Let's just be better humans.
say
and
hi, be nice.
that's-
Like,
yeah,
just
exactly.
Don't be a dick. It's-
I love
don't be a
it.
dick, because it's pretty much the moral.
Don't
of
be
the
a
band.
dick is a great
yeah.
way to live your life.
Yeah,
that could be
I-
a record.
It could be the album name right
If
there.
I
just don't be a
started
dick.
a religion, the one thing it would say in the Bible would be "Don't be a dick."
The
Don't.
Georgia Bible.
It's the one thing you need. to
Don't
live
you
by.
do it. No, I love it. So why don't you guys take me a little bit through your songwriting process? Where do you guys start? Do you start with
like
some
30 hams.
30
Start, like,
How many
at least,
hams does it take
Well,
to
10
write?
years ago is
Do
where I
you-
start.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we definitely it's been kind of fucked.
Yeah, we have a
Well-
hard time writing together. Most of our songs are stuff that we've had that we wrote
individually.
years
pieces that you
ago.
have, here and there that you're like, hey, I wrote this. What can we work this around? I like this.
Or like no, like we'll have a complete-ish song like with lyrics and guitar chords or something at least, and then the rest of the band, we'll bring it to the rest of the band and be like, okay, like I'll write a bass part and I'll write a drum part, and then over time as we jam it out, it kind of like sometimes new sections will evolve, sometimes it can really kind of take a life of its own, but most of them are songs that or at least like based on songs that we've written like by ourselves.
Right, so you have kind of a basic structure, and then you guys kind of flesh it out and give your guys input.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like a terrible. I mean, it's working to an extent. Obviously, if we have songs.
So
where
how
we-
often is it like a full on? Like I know that obviously all of it is a full on collaborative effort because you all write your own parts. But how often do you guys sit down in a room and start from scratch together, all in front of each other, or is it you guys all work on it in your own times, and then once you get together, that's when you build up on it?
I'm gonna say that that's a never situation. Like so far, there's been a couple of things where like
Couple little bits, but
bits, but yeah, like I definitely like George and I. While Nikki was out of town for a bit, we're trying to just like sort of fill our rehearsal time with like working on getting into the collaborative like
Yeah, new
writing
stuff.
process.
Yeah.
And like I'd spend a bunch of time just like I don't know, I sit with my guitar like at least a couple hours every day. And just whether I play stuff that I've written or like learn some cover of a song,
Jam.
I'll end up just kind of like jamming for a little bit, and like occasionally I come up with a riff where I'm like, that's good enough for me, and like I'll bring it in, and I came up with this sort of kind of like soul thing, and was playing it for George, and he had a couple months before brought some lyric to me that just one line. And it just kind of like blew me out of the fucking water, and I was like, "That's a fucking amazing line to build a song around." As like sort of pinnacle chorus thing, and
That's
then we're
cool
like,
that you build around that one line.
What line is that? What song are we talking about?
I don't know
here?
if we should. I don't know if we should give it out yet. We
Yeah.
haven't
Oh,
finished
okay,
the song
so this
yet.
is a new one you
This
guys
is a
are
new one that
working
is
on.
not
Okay. Okay.
hasn't been completed yet.
Stay
But
tight-lipped. I'm all about
but
it.
We'll promote the fuck out of it when it's ready.
yeah. So we'll bring it back around if you guys will have us if we're not too crude.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
But,
already you already ruined that.
We are,
one.
we're gone. We know this is our last
Burp,
chance.
didn't
So
vomit
first
all
and
over the
last.
mic. It's
yeah,
gross.
yeah. You don't want to know where that mic's been. But so George and I spent like a bit of time sort of like collaborating and kind of coming up with some changes and things for that. But really beyond like those couple of sessions that we had, it's been pretty much just like we're all like, oh, I've got this fucking song that I've kind of done. I know for Nick and I mean, I think it's the same for him. Like I've just spent a lot of time writing for over the last couple of years and kind of putting stuff together that was like all me because I didn't have other people to work with, which was
Yeah, yeah.
kind of the reason that all of
Same,
our ladies
yeah.
saved our ass with like fucking hang out with some people who actually play music.
Other people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. build on
Like,
what you have. You have a foundation. Let's get some carpenters.
Very much in the vein of what I feel this podcast is, of just
Yeah.
like, let's kind of just like communicate with everyone who's like, I'm terrible at fucking communicating.
Yeah,
So like,
exactly. Get a few people
We'll talk
together
about
who
Yeah.
aren't sure about what they're doing. Get them with some like minds and boost that energy.
Yeah.
I
Get
love
some
it.
people out of the house.
Yeah, exactly. So I think,
or at least bring some people over to the house so that you don't have to leave, but like socialize for like.
so what's the divide here? There's three of you guys. I've heard mentions of guitars, mentions of bass. What is it? If you had to say, "Hey, I am me, and this is my position in the band," what would you say is your part of it?
Well, I guess it's a little unusual. I mean, George, he rocks the bass, and
Yep, that's pretty much it. I sing some, but I'm mostly just the bass player.
Don't say it like that. That's an integral
And
part.
don't
You're the
look at me
backbone.
when, don't look at me when
I'm
you're
not-
saying that too. You're
yeah,
talking to the mic. This is,
I'm not.
He's just a bass
It's not a
player, so.
bad thing. I'm the bass player.
No, I get it. You're a
You know,
soft-spoken
I
guy.
haven't. I don't have a lot of like vocal training or anything, so it's,
Well-
I do sing some.
he does a lot of Yoko Ono kind of screaming. You're just like, what is this?
Well,
But,
that's not totally true.
George
Okay.
has written
Okay,
some
I wrote,
songs.
So
I-
let's
okay.
use this to kind of
And,
put a spotlight on George, because I feel like he's kind of putting himself in the background a little too much here. So this next song, it's called Insomnia. George has told me a little bit about it, and which is why now it's one of my favorites, knowing the backstory of this. And you don't have to get into anything you don't want to. Keep it light. I know what's up, but
All right.
why don't you? Oh, jeez. Why don't you just tell us a little bit about Insomnia? Because this is really your song. This is your shining part of Better Humans. So talk on it a little bit.
Okay. I wrote this song in a Motel 6 in Salt Lake City, driving in a 17-foot U-Haul across the country filled with my stuff. I was coming across from West Virginia. I'd recently come out of a pretty bad breakup. It wasn't anything like super terrible, but
In retrospect, but at the time, I'm sure it was awful.
It was those kinds of things
Yeah.
can be pretty rough.
No one ever
Um,
goes, man, I'm so
so-
stoked on this right now.
Yeah, like man, I'm so glad I
I had to
went
pack
through
up
that
my life. I lost
emotionally.
my lady. This is just
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah. So I was in a kind of a rough place. So I ended up writing a song that was just kind of coming to terms with a change in my life. Because I was moving from a town of 900 people in the middle of West Virginia to Portland, Oregon. This is a pretty big place.
That's a pretty
That'd be
big difference.
terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Portland,
a
Oregon.
little different.
I mean,
there.
I come from New York, so to me, it's like a smaller thing, but
Yeah.
still, it's a culture shock. I mean, to come from the East Coast to the West Coast, it's like a different fucking planet.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a big move.
So I had been up for like 36 hours driving across the country at that point, and I was just tired, and I had come up with one little lyric in the song. The whole there's a space between there's a space between my arms that you used to fill. A pillow won't cut it, but I bet my razor will. That lyric kind of like I came up with that through the whole thing, and
Were you contemplating suicide at the time? Is that
a little
not taking
from
dig-
from the
Like
end
I
of,
said, I know
yeah.
the story. We don't necessarily have to get dark if you want to, but you be real. If you
little-
want to
but
be
it
honest,
was-
this is your forum to do so.
Yeah, so coming out of the thing, I was really depressed, and I kind of wrote the song as I'm moving to a new place. I'm leaving that whole me being depressed and kind of self-destructive life behind me, and then I'm coming to a new place with a lot of new opportunities and gonna meet a lot of cool new people and
Be a better human.
yeah, and be a
Be a
better
better
human.
human.
eventually.
Spread some positive vibes.
I got
We're
that.
always going to
So-
bring it back to that.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It's only the
I
band.
wrote.
Oh, the cops are here, you
and
guys.
eventually, it was just. It started out as just kind of me with an acoustic guitar, which I hadn't really been playing guitar for that long. I knew a few cowboy chords. E, A, D, G.
Yeah,
Kinda-
the basics.
Yeah, whatever. So
I still don't know those. I play guitar in the band.
So I
You're no cowboy.
I took some cowboy chords, wrote some lyrics around it, and I had kind of this sort of folk punky, stripped down
Yeah.
version.
it gives me in a good way, like the feeling of just like almost like you're in the middle of the woods, like you just finished chopping some wood and then like you belted out this song, like you're sitting on your porch, like so that's what I picture. I know it sounds silly,
It's foggy.
but like in a good way, just kind of like
great, though, is
a man
my-
with his instrument bearing his soul to like whoever wants to listen, man. That's the way I picture it.
Well, my entire vision of George's childhood is he just finished chopping wood and is sitting on his porch, like either
So
hitting
it
a
rings
gravity
true a
ball
little bit.
or
Fairly
accurate.
out
yeah.
of wood somehow.
Had a wood
Yeah.
stove
Carved
growing
it.
up.
he's just
chopped a lot
whittling,
of wood.
just like you know, Burt Reynolds walks by and he
Exactly.
starts shredding banjo, and
Yeah.
it's just like
Oh,
you're
yeah.
about to get fucked
Ding, ding,
up.
ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding.
Actually,
wizard's
learning
party.
banjo is a requirement to graduate high school in West Virginia.
Jesus.
All right, well, I think on that, that's a great segue. Let's get into the song.
band.
This is Better Humans with Insomnia.
1, 2, ready, go.
Sleep it comes fleeting, never quite enough. And it feels like it's swollen and my mouth is feeling rough. Can't shake out these cobwebs spun inside my brain. I have got jack shit to lose and not a thing to gain. Sleep is for the weak. Barely have the energy to speak. Sleep is for the weak. Really wanna find something to eat. Sleep is for the weak. Really wanna find some fucking sleep. There's a space between my arms that you used to fill. Pillow just won't cut it, but I bet my razor will. Been lay awake for hours on end, so I've got time to kill. Just can't seem to bring myself to take that bitter pill. Sleep is for the weak. Really wanna find something to eat. Sleep is for the weak. Really wanna find something to eat. Sleep is for the weak. Really wanna get some fucking sleep. Really wanna get some fucking sleep.
All right, George, a beautiful song. I appreciate you playing it for us today.
Oh, thank you.
So we got a little bit more time left. We got a couple more songs we want to get to. The other two songs you guys were planning on playing tonight, we'll start with Anyone Anywhere. Why don't you guys tell us, is that something you just came up with on the spot, or did that come from real life? Where does it come from? What's it about?
That's a Dylan Wilson original, so let's.
right, so Dylan, why don't you
hand
field this
it
one
over to
for
him.
us?
I guess
Pickle.
maybe George could do it, but I mean, I guess the music for it, I wrote like as sort of a test to myself of like, oh, I'm gonna write. I just want to write like a middle of the road fucking pop kind of rock song, and came up with like a riff and some things, and was like, oh, that's good enough, and ended up kind of finding the song that I'd sort of been working on and kind of left to the side, that is pretty much about, you know, having sex with random people, but also like being at that age of like you kind of want to have a relationship,
promiscuity, but yeah, you're
but
not
like,
sure.
and so you're not sure, and it's like, oh, it seemed like we had a little bit of a rapport going, and then, you know, we both got fucked up and had sex, and then just kind of like laying there of like, you know, do I act like I'm still interested, or do I get up and fucking walk away? And then like a handful of it, you know, I'm sorry if my wife listens to this. Like, a lot of it's like based around like one of the first times we kind of like hung out and, you know, had, you know, an evening together, as it were.
Yeah.
And, you know,
As adults do.
as young adults do. And
Birds, bees, etc.
birds, bees, you know, yeah, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
George was making hand signals. I don't know sign language. I'm sorry. I'm not an
Gif
AS.
of
I'm
a
not up on
train going through a
ASL.
tunnel.
Train go, yeah, it was definitely, you know, kind of like the Herman Cain, you know, campaign slogan. You know, it's like get all aboard the Cain train, and the train going through the tunnel.
Oh my
That's like
god,
the
I
thing.
loved Herman.
Oh, Herman Cain was the worst,
the
best
highlight
thing. He was
of
the
that-
highlight of that election.
that
Anyway,
fucking campaign.
we're gonna get off. Like, I don't know. It's gonna be a dated reference at this point, which seems really fucked up too. How old are we that we're talking about Herman Cain?
Herman
Yeah,
Cain.
yeah. Let's just go back
Let's
to
save
Joe.
it for the
let's talk
Herman
about
Cain
Joe
episode.
Piscopo. Like, let's yeah, that guy, right? Come on.
Does anybody have any topical OJ jokes while we're at it?
The glove does not fit.
I don't know. I did drink some orange
White
juice this
Bronco.
morning. But yeah, yeah. But yeah, pretty much it was just kind of one of those, like, I was like, when I lived on the East Coast for a while, and like right after high school, and kind of wasn't doing anything, and kind of fell into selling large quantities of California pot to colleges
I
and
really
some
wanted to say like flowers or something.
and
stupid.
supply. Yeah.
Just like
I
some chopsticks.
I just
not
yeah.
sold so many chopsticks.
I was selling pencils on the corner, pretending to be blind.
Cut
but
knives.
but no, I was selling pot to like pretty much supplying a couple major colleges in Boston with weed, and this one friend of mine was
Are
going
you
to
Johnny Depp from Blow now?
kind of
One of the great George.
kind of, but with a way thinner
Sure, yes.
penis. But whatchamacallit, the yeah, I'm gonna keep bringing that up.
I'm glad you do. I
but,
don't want anyone to
yeah,
forget.
no,
how thin
no,
your
let's,
penis is.
everybody's got to
Forgetting
know. Like,
penises,
it's, you know,
physical attributes.
it's,
so.
you know,
As far as penises
it's
go,
it's impressive.
It's thin.
It's, you know, it's yeah.
seen a
It's like a
pickle
piano wire.
It's oh, it's worse.
Ooh.
It's like a whittled down toothpick. But anyway, let's continue. I was selling, you know, I guess, yeah, large quantities of pot, and one of the people I was selling to was a friend of mine from high school who was going to school there, who was also dealing drugs. I will not name him for police
I think
reasons.
that's fair.
But he kind of started dealing other things at the time, and so would just kind of give me tons of free samples of just
Chopsticks.
about of chopsticks, any other, you know, jelly beans, whatever the hell is going around, you know, what was it, nose clams, things like that, and and so I, you know, pretty much not only had large quantities of pot, but also just kind of an indispensable amount of narcotics, and through him and like just kind of the situation selling drugs gets you into, met a lot of girls who, while they were nice, you know, at least in the time being, we're definitely like, it's obvious, like you're just like
Oh.
wanting to have a relationship, quote unquote, because I have lots of
You
narcotics.
got the drugs.
And-
What's up?
And I was like kind of at a spot in my life of like trying to figure out, you know, I kind of want to have an actual relationship because I've always been an awkward, just music nerd kind of fucking person, and definitely
We
like
didn't know that until you just said it now.
I know.
This is news to me.
I know you know about my small dick, but let me tell you about how like socially
coming
awkward I
out
was
as
in
a
high school.
musician?
I'm coming out as a musician right now. The closet door is swinging open, baby. And
We have it on record. You heard it first.
you heard it first here on the
Dylan is a
yeah,
musician.
whatever this is, KGBOO radio.
We'll be your friends
But,
first.
what do you?
WBYF in the morning.
WBYF in the morning. Yep, the sun is shining, and yeah. So I ended up writing this
wanted to keep
fucking
going.
this. Sorry, you want me?
No, I know. I can tell you wanted to. Like,
Oh, I can.
Get
That's
the
the
whole
problem.
thing ready.
But yeah, no, it's terrible.
So,
But
anyone, anywhere.
anyone, anywhere. So it's pretty much this just sort of amalgam of like that sexual frustration of I guess I kind of tried to write it from the standpoint of you could be male or female, and also just like having a night with someone and like kind of waking up and being like, you know, do I invest in this? Are you invested in this kind of a thing?
Right.
And just kind of like giving up over that like thing, just being like whatever, we just fucked, and that was
That's
it, kind of a thing.
Transaction over.
Transaction done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wipe this
5,
off my
6
fucking
plus years
forehead.
later,
and,
you'll be
yeah.
the inspiration for a
Stayed on
song.
your forehead
Exactly.
the whole time.
It was,
Just
you know,
slept with it.
you had to go a couple rounds, you know. After the amount of jelly beans we were eating,
Yeah.
you know, you're not paying that much fucking attention. You know, there's
Jelly beans.
there's definitely, you know, I had a girl laugh at me because you know, I was going down, if you will, and
To the 7-Eleven.
I thought I thought my nose started bleeding. But long story short, that wasn't the case.
You
And,
stabbed
all right, all right.
and
Stabbed
so-
her with
This
the
is a
thin-
family show.
Yeah, okay. But anyway, so, you know, experiences like that pretty much just amalgamated
won't
me
be your
writing
friend.
this. That's fine. Don't be my, please don't.
This is like the
don't need
the third time that periods have come up on this podcast.
You know,
So it's almost like
it's
a
a
regular
hot
occurrence.
topic.
Not bad. 3 for 10.
it's a hot topic,
All right.
right?
All right.
Find enough of that.
Conversation.
Let's get into this song before I regret having you guys on.
We're not airing this.
This is Better Humans with Anyone, Anywhere.
Tangled in your sheets apprehensively. Then sleep like I don't know what it feels like. Feels like to be alone.
Excellent. Also, one of my favorites. I do like that song. That's one of the ones I recognize.
Oh.
Specifically by title and nothing else.
Probably one of the more well, because we say the title,
It's bloody good.
we make sure
Say
you
it.
remember it.
It
by
is
the end of the
bloody
anyone,
good.
It's pretty clear, yeah. No, that is one of my
Nice
favorites. I do
flow,
like
so.
that one. So
It's good that we're going into a song about the moon after this, I think. So,
Yeah.
you know, that with anyone
something
anywhere
nice.
is a good,
Yeah.
you know,
Resting on the
cyclical.
crimson tide.
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
exactly. I think that's a beautiful way to end
Surfing the crimson wave to Nick's song here, and
yeah.
it. Of course, it came back.
Called Stirring the Pain.
Couldn't forget.
yeah. Well, I'm sorry.
Never
you know,
forget.
you know,
Yeah,
you know, that was,
never
that
forget.
was-
So,
that was it's a good one. Like knock knock,
who's there?
9/11.
9/11. who?
Jesus.
You said you'd
Dude.
never forget.
Oh,
Yeah, right.
It's okay. I'm from New York. It's fine.
Yeah.
9/11's got plenty of publicity. It's fine. Nobody is gonna forget 9/11. Okay, let's be real
Yeah,
for a
it's
second.
the number for the cops. We
Like,
get it.
How many
Like,
times
done.
have you been like World War II and someone's like, wait, what was that?
Wait, there was
Like
a second
shit
one?
like that's gonna get remembered. So shut
Yeah,
up.
like I haven't seen the sequel yet. Don't spoil it for me.
Pigs.
Yeah, Bay of Pigs. Yeah, exactly. Just shut up.
Cuba. I thought that was only in movies. Yeah.
Yeah. Cuba's a real place. Yeah. Jesus. So
That was a cigar company.
we've got
Attached to
one.
Haiti, right?
Yeah, Puerto Rico, etc. It's all good. Is it too soon to make jokes about Puerto Rico?
What's Puerto Rico?
Oh, there's just like a huge hurricane in Puerto Rico. have
All
no idea.
proceeds from this podcast are being donated to the Puerto Rico relief.
Puerto
so-
Rico.
Yeah, exactly. So it's fine. It's
So
cool.
it's
They're
fine.
okay with it. They wrote these jokes. Don't worry about it. If you have any problems with what we're saying, bring it to the Puerto Rican Relief Fund. They will field all questions. So we had a song from George. We had a song from Dylan. Nick, I'm not gonna leave you out. Save the best for last.
Oh, didn't we have a song from him?
We had this.
Well, we
song.
have
Well,
one.
he
had
didn't
one.
really explain it. But
Yeah,
the last
yeah.
song I was told
Oh
was
yeah,
that-
we did the Fleetwood Mac song. That was
Yeah,
right.
that was
he covered,
Fleetwood
he
Mac.
covered Fleetwood Mac.
Yeah.
That was,
Well,
I
so
never- yeah,
is
I
Moon
heard that, but-
is Moon over Missouri more of a collaborative thing between the three of you? Who would, by show of hands?
oh
this
God,
is great
no.
audio. Who,
No, that was all, that was all Nick.
This is all.
So
me.
this is-
what
All Nick.
I think my oldest song that we play as a band that I had written. It's got to be like 8 years old, something
Wow.
like that.
So this is
7, I don't
something you
know.
wrote before joining the Better Humans, before becoming a better human.
far before that. I liked playing electric guitar, and then I the first time I did ecstasy, I picked up an acoustic guitar and I wrote a like quote unquote country song.
Oh,
Just
man.
I don't know why.
you know,
I
like
don't
every time
know.
you're on ecstasy
Yeah.
and you just
Yeah.
fucking
Normal
wing a country
ecstasy
song.
stuff.
You know, you'd think I'd want the
Grinding
electronic
teeth,
something, and I was just
writing
like,
country
no, oh my
songs.
god,
Frozen
like this.
pains.
Yeah, yeah.
This is what it is
was
right
that
now.
or like the bit in the dick by a tick train to come in blues, right?
Okay.
Well,
I
that
always
was
put-
later.
I
That
was
came
always
way
told to
later.
Put vapor rub under your nose when you're on ecstasy. That shit is crazy.
I was
I thought-
told
well-
about country songs.
No, people were doing the Banky thing around me, but I was like, it seems like so like lame.
Yeah.
Like I
You
don't
guys
know.
gotta
It's
get
like,
on
what?
my
Like,
level and write a country song.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. yeah. Like
Maybe in and up.
You think you're doing ecstasy now?
Wait till you write it. Hank Williams song.
Wait till Hank Williams puts himself inside you.
yeah.
So no, okay. So you write this song on ecstasy. Is there anything more to it than that, or is this just like a
Well, you
total
were in-
drug
well, I
you were
guess,
in
I guess kind of.
Missouri,
I was
right?
in. No, I had never been to Missouri
Whoa.
at that point, and which is
Yeah.
like kind of the
Missouri
funny
loves
thing.
company,
I guess
so-
like
Exactly.
before I had left. Well, I wrote it in Arizona, and before I had left, I kind of had like a short thing with this woman, and thought like her grandparents lived in Missouri, and we had like talked about maybe going there, like getting out of Dodge and stuff. And then I went to school and came back, and she had a different boyfriend. And then so I wrote the song while I was gone, and I was like, oh, this is gonna blow her socks off. And then like I came back and I was like,
Blew your
damn,
own socks
well
off.
that's
And somebody else blew her socks off.
yeah. But it's fine,
No, yeah. Well, now you've got
I got a song out of it.
exactly
you
a
know?
kick-ass tune out of it. Something you guys get to play on the
Socks
reg.
and a tune.
Yeah. So
We do, and she'll never know unless
Sure.
she's listening to this podcast.
which she probably is. Our fan base is so
That's
huge.
true. She is a chimp, right?
Well,
Everyone's
She's the-
gonna hear that.
Is she in the ape family?
Yeah.
Got that hairy
Chimp or
back,
is she a
right?
gorilla?
Yeah.
That's the two.
She's a silverback.
Part of the orangutan
you,
subclass.
you were just way out of your league going for the silverback. I get it.
She called him
Yeah,
the poacher.
You know, Miss.
The poach. Called
They
the
call
herdsman.
me the poacher.
All right, so on that, let's get into the last song of the evening, Moon Over Missouri. Take it away, guys. Excellent. That about wraps it up, I think.
They keep clapping for themselves.
Yeah, it's so weird
Well,
that
you keep asking us to clap for ourselves.
We never asked. We just
Like,
said,
we're-
Here's
I
the
just
thing:
said-
is we do that at gigs
Song.
anyway, so
Yeah.
we're used to it. You know,
Exactly.
It gets the
it's
crowd. It reminds them to do it.
everyone
Hey,
who's here
someone
is
has
everyone
to-
It
who goes
reminds
to
that
your
one
shows.
really drunk guy who's the only person in the bar to be like,
I gotta
"Oh,
say,
yeah."
the last show that we went to of your guys, there was like this drunk cowboy and his girlfriend in the red dress.
Oh
or
yeah, I
whatever.
remember that.
I don't want to say any names. I don't want to say anything further than that in case you guys have
I
talked
don't know
to
their
them.
names.
Oh, I don't know their names.
I
By
thought
all
that you
means,
guys were like
think
working
they've
out a
come
deal
up.
after.
lay
That-
into them.
That bitch was drunk and loving you guys. She
yeah.
So you got, or one of you guys got a video of us
Yeah.
playing, and also in that video you can see two people walk out of the bathroom together.
Oh.
Like you're like watching
yeah.
the band, you're watching these people dancing, and then the bathroom door opens and like a couple walks out, and you're like, oh.
I didn't even notice that. That video's been
Yeah,
on my
yeah, no, no,
Facebook
it
for
was
fun.
Montebello Station.
So
No, I've watched it a couple times. I've been
know.
like, oh shit.
Oh man, we're definitely gonna repost that video for you guys to watch.
Yeah, they were either riding the rails, as it were, or riding
Or
something
riding the
else.
rails.
Or riding the
Fucking,
rails.
we call it fucking here on the West Coast.
We don't say as,
Yeah.
One way or another,
as
a rail
two
hath been
people
ridden.
would share
A rail
an
has
evening.
been ridden.
Say,
Yes.
fuck it.
So yeah, speaking of shows, let's get to it. Everyone's favorite segment, the plugs.
The plugs.
The plugs. So you guys might be
Video
some of the first people that
We got
really have
rubber
something
ones. We
first
got
to plug.
fist-shaped ones. We got whatever you want. You know,
So-
whatever.
The one that looks like
We're
a fist.
fits. Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
one. We got those. We got
That's
those.
the most popular.
We've got
actually.
like 3 levels of rubber
be
density
surprised.
too.
Look us up
so,
on
like-
our Etsy store.
Yeah, do you guys have molds of your own fists that people can buy?
Better
in the
ding
store?
dongs.
No, we just got molds of my
My
tiny
penis is
penis.
really
that's
big.
that's it. It's just my tiny dick is the only thing we have molded so far, and it's
for
a
the-
souvenir. It's a keychain.
Right.
And for the fellas, we got better hymen.
Well, it's
better-
actually Bob.
Oh boy. Nice.
No.
You guys could use that
blow
one.
the
yeah,
belt,
stick that in the
literally.
That would be
pocket. Yeah.
so great. The next time you guys have a show, just real quick, be like, "Hey, everybody, we're Better Hymens. Thanks for coming out."
Yeah.
And then just say it real quick. No one will know.
For you, we totally will.
Oh my god, great.
Oh my
I
god.
think we
This
should
is gonna
change it
be
to
amazing.
Breaking Hymens.
Break it out.
Like we're Breaking Hymens.
Break it out. Have a great day.
And then anyone questions it, better humans. What are we talking about? Yeah.
Yeah.
So where can anyone come and see Breaking Hymens?
We're gonna be.
We'll be at the Moda Center next.
Oh Jesus.
Sorry, Memorial Coliseum, right across from the Moda Center.
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
it.
no, it's like 14 miles away.
April 7th. April 7th at Starday Tavern on Foster
Okay.
and something.
It's definitely on Foster.
It's definitely on
in the
Foster.
Portland area.
They
so
do-
for anyone out of state, sorry.
Sorry for people out of state. It definitely, if you're driving up Foster looking for it and don't have the exact address, there's a giant neon Hams bear head with
Oh,
the
so
logo
good.
for Hams beer in the window.
And it says this is
Perfect
a
for
sign.
you
And
guys.
right
and
next
it
to it
is.
says this
That's
is a
what
sign.
brought us in there.
And that was the only reason we ever went in there to begin with. So
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
You know,
and that's
I don't
this
wanna-
Saturday coming up.
I don't want to plug that bar because I don't know how much they're going to pay us or how shitty they're going to treat us. But
use this as leverage.
but we'll definitely use this. We'll be like, hey, yeah, we said your name
We
said
have
your name on the
song.
radio. I mean, internet. I mean, our friends were over
radio.
at our friend's house and we did a
recorded
thing.
our friends
We
talking
think
about
Mike's
you.
right.
We
yeah.
said this on the thing, but
and then we got the 420 slot
Oh, nice.
at
420.
at the ever lovely Monteville
the
station.
MVS.
Yes.
Yeah,
on
that's
Stark
like your
and
guys'
80th.
stomping grounds.
That place is the jam.
Yeah, that's kind of our little cutting our teeth.
Home away from home.
Yeah, we have a residency there. It's
a cool place.
It's a good little thing. I mean, for us, it's definitely like
girls in red dresses.
yeah. There's people doing blow or blowing each other in the bathroom, and
Yeah, you know it's a good
they've
time.
got hams on tap or in the can, depending on like your ability to like hold a
They have
an
on
open
tap?
glass.
I
Oh
didn't
yes.
even realize that.
Oh yeah. You treat yourself. Treat yourself next time you're going there.
Two different kinds
Oh,
of
a
hams.
keg of ham. Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's a sight.
They and
It's some kind of scene. Yeah.
Like even they're like,
That's the
really?
only
You guys
reason we
wanted
play
a
that.
keg?
This thing, they
You
sell
guys
this?
sure? See, hey, we just got an order from you guys. Are you sure? It says keg. Are you sure about that?
Just an
You
errand?
sure you didn't mean two tall boys?
like we can do it, but
Yeah, for sure. So, you guys, thank you so much for coming on. Something I want to mention that hasn't been mentioned yet, but those of you who are listening to this now have heard it already. I want to give you guys a huge thank you. Not only have you come on the show, but you have blessed us with what will now be the official theme song for We'll Be Your Friends. So thank you guys.
Thank you.
I'd also like to use that.
oh wow.
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 Oh, Skull Kid's here.
going on?
Everybody better hold on to your butt. because he's gonna
What is that? Is that a
We were
dungeon
so
game?
some
close.
terrible thing.
So close to the end.
Literally the last.
Was that a dungeon theme from Zelda or something?
That's Skull Kids thing.
Finish it up real quick. So I'll start at the top. Again, I'm not going to edit this out. Fuck that. George,
that's
this
great.
is, you did it to yourself.
George's phone went off.
We'll figure it out. But no,
guys
thank you guys so much for the theme song. I love it. John loves it.
Yeah.
Our fans are probably loving it. I'm sure that they
You've
went
already shared
back
A lot of people with it. Yeah.
and just replayed that. They probably didn't listen to any more of the episode.
Well, if we don't, their parents
all
are
you
getting
need.
some of our plugs in the mail. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
We'll-
probably our best song we've ever written.
It is. It took. Us,
I would say so.
It took us all of the last 10 years to write. So.
And that's all it takes sometimes, That's the perfect thing.
Yeah.
But for real, I really appreciate it.
For hours.
I made the joke earlier, but you guys for real are the Reggie Watts to our Scott Ackerman.
Oh.
Well,
I really appreciate that you guys came on. John, do you have anything you want to say before we get out of here? Wow!
Again.
2 times. All right. What a great place to end it.
Thanks for the better humans.
Yeah,
This
thanks
has
for
been
coming on,
super fun.
guys.
Cheers.
thank you guys.
And everybody back home, remember, if no one else will,
We'll be your friends.
Goodbye. Hey, everybody. What did you think of today's podcast? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did we not mention something that you think we should have? If you answered yes to any of these questions, then drop us a line at WBYF Podcast on Twitter and Instagram. Join the discussion at our Facebook, facebook.com/WBYF Podcast. And for any inquiries about episode ideas, being on the show, fan art, or anything you want us to see personally, send an email to WBYFpodcast@gmail.com. Thanks again for listening, and remember, if no one else will, then we'll be your friends.